Welcome back to Peace, Love and Tarot. This reading is for Pisces and it's your intuitive tarot reading, Pisces, from May the 4th to the 17th. It's a 2-weekly reading this time because I've been a little bit sick. So yeah, what we have here for you is we have the Inner Temple Oracle card. We have Brahma behind that. We have the energy of Justice, the Chariot, the Page of Wands, Seven of Cups, the Tower, and the Six of Swords. So we do have some big energies here, Pisces, with the Tower and Justice. But I really feel this is going to have you moving towards something far greater in your life, a period where you might be spoilt for choice and opportunities. I mean, the Chariot is a victory card, we have to remember. So sometimes, the Tower is a block that's really holding us back from our greatest purpose or from entering a new chapter in our life. So we'll go to the Tower in the moment. It's going to start off the oracles here. So we have Brahma. Now, Brahma is the god of creation. So think about, has there been any idea that you've been trying to get off the ground? Maybe some of you have wanted to start a business. Some of you wanted to start a creative venture. Well, it's really saying that the time is coming where it might be, you might be able to bring this into fruition. And I have a feeling that maybe whatever this tower is related to, potentially that's taken up a lot of energetic space, a lot of time. Maybe there's been emotional turmoil and that sort of thing that maybe has blocked some of that creativity. So I feel that once that tower has fallen and you've kind of cleared away, let's say cleared away the rubble, and you've moved into this kind of sense of discovery that we see here, that some of you might be reconnecting a lot with your sense of creativity and finally able to get some ideas off the ground. And we have Inner Temple here. So Inner Temple, our Inner Temple is the portal of the heart. This is about coming back to the portal of the heart and listening to the wisdom of the body and intuition. So if some of you are, getting intuitions at the moment, especially around the situation, do listen to those and, really take the time to connect with yourself in stillness so you can really hear the voice of your higher self. So taking a walk in nature, or just, popping on a YouTube meditation or something like that, because that's where the truth can be found. Okay, so recent past, or the energy that you're in at the moment or that's about to unfold, is Justice and the Tower. So this is pretty huge, Pisces. This is very sudden change and quite dramatic change for many of you as well. So, the Tower moments in our lives can be the sudden ending of a relationship, the sudden loss of a job, some kind of structure or belief system coming down that was really a foundation or a pillar in your life. It can be that, just a whole way of viewing something, like even your approach to relating in relationships. Maybe that's all been challenged. It's something very foundational coming down. Can just be a sort of a real shock, maybe finding out you have to move out of your family home or something like that, especially in this period that we find ourselves in. Whatever this Tower moment is for you, it's really coming in to rebalance those karmic scales. So there is some kind of sense of karma about this situation. And, there could be some sense of justice as well. Justice is in a reading when a fair and just modification needs to happen in a situation. So for some of you, you might have been hard done by in one of these big areas of your life, and this Tower is going to fall to, to settle the score, to rebalance the scales in some way. Now, even though the Tower energy can feel chaotic, it can feel like turmoil, it can feel like your life's turned upside down, we have to keep in mind that it is a blessing, it is a silver lining, because it's here to align you to your, your highest path, your life path, your purpose again. So it's saying that in some way, potentially the situation was a block for you or a sidestep from where you're truly meant to be in your life. That's where Justice comes in. It's evening that up again, getting you back on track. We have 2 cards of victory here with the Chariot and Justice in this reading. So I really feel that you're going to emerge victorious in this situation. With the Justice energy, I'm not going to rule out that there won't be some kind of legal proceedings or the need to seek legal advice in this situation. So that could be, having to consult your work contracts, finding out what your rights are if it's a job that's coming to an end. It could be property or lease mortgage agreements, that kind of thing. Agreements with the bank, child support, separation, divorce, all of these kinds of things. So that is a possibility that some of you might be consulting the legal system as well. But whatever the situation was, Pisces, it just wasn't a fit for you anymore. It wasn't in alignment. We've got a square tower, we've got a round crown. So by letting this tower fall, you clear the energetic space for the situations, the people, the experiences, the jobs, whatever this tower relates to. Oops, sorry. Just make sure that's... You can see that there, sorry about that. Whatever this tower relates to for you is no longer in alignment for you. So, it has to fall in order to then allow you to line up with experiences that are really going to serve you, that are really going to be on the same frequency as you. So that's the tower energy. But see you making some kind of move on from a situation. We've got the Six of Swords in the Chariot. Both of these cards are strongly about forward movement and leaving something behind, leaving the past in the past. If we start with the Six of Swords, the Six of Swords is about, making a necessary transition, a necessary rite of passage away from a situation that has caused you some grief, has caused you some sense of despair. But it's with a heavy heart, that you're moving on. But you have to remember it's necessary in order to get to the next chapter, is that we keep on moving forward in our lives. Because you're moving from a place that was, tumultuous or emotional roller coaster, was up and down, to a place of peace and harmony, of greater stillness, stability. So if possible, we try and leave the swords on the shore. The swords could be the hurts, the pain, the heartbreak, the harsh words, the arguments, all of these things. If you can leave those and not carry the baggage and transition with an empty vessel, that's the best. And the Chariot, look, it does say that you will emerge victorious from the situation. And, you are now charging forward into a new chapter of your life. The charioteer, he looks powerful, empowered, embodied. And he's using his will and intention alone to move the stone chariot. It really indicates to me that it's, the transition is not going to be easy, but once you get that momentum, once you get aligned in that decision, there'll be no stopping you. The black and white sphinxes are said to be any areas of us that are out of balance or any indecision. And once we kind of, make clear decisions, once we bring ourselves into balance, that's when those sphinxes are facing in the same direction and propel you forward at a great pace. So be really, sure and clear and decisive, and no looking back. This is all about looking forward. There is a strong sense that you may even travel or relocate. I know that can be a little bit difficult right now, but it's something that could be coming up for you, or at least moving homes as well. So, somebody might be leaving one sense of home and coming into another one. Both strong forward movement. Two senses of victory here. So it's a very big victorious change. And where are you moving towards? Well, Pisces, Seven of Cups and the Page of Wands. So it is more than natural when you go through a transition like this to kind of feel for a little while like you're out in the desert, like this Page of Wands. But this Page of Wands is somebody who can find growth in even the most barren of places. And there's a sense about the Page of Wands that you are rediscovering your passion for life again, your enthusiasm, you're getting your energy back. You're starting to think about what you want to manifest now. Threes in tarot, always the nod to creation, to manifestation. There's also the possibility that you might get a passionate offer or a passionate person come into your life. Maybe someone younger, maybe a fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. But the Page of Wands is looking for the next opportunity. Really has his eyes open. He's exploring. He's the adventurer of life again. It's getting back that sense of curiosity. And I really feel with the Seven of Cups here that once you've allowed that tower to fall and you've created that space, the opportunities and possibilities are going to be endless. The Seven of Cups is about, there can be lots of different meanings with this card, But in this particular reading, I'm really seeing it as that you're going to have a lot of options on the table, and it's really going to be up to you which one you choose to explore. There is that small warning with the Seven of Cups not to be driven by the ego, maybe not to follow the opportunities or the new lovers or whatever it is for you, the new job that looks the shiniest on the outside, that looks the best, that seems to deliver. So make sure you scratch the surface, you do your homework, and you look into things or you get to know people before you really commit. But I really feel there's not going to be any shortage of opportunities, and you're moving into a period of greater emotional fulfillment. It's really a period of discovery, of self-discovery, of exploring new territory and new terrain as the adventure of life, like that Page of Wands. But it all starts with that justice, allowing that tower to fall, and having the courage and the confidence to make that transition. Okay, Pisces, I'm just going to draw a couple of keywords to close out the reading from this small deck here. Authenticity and fulfillment, yes. So authenticity, I just make sure that as you're going through this tower moment that you have honesty, integrity, that you are your real authentic self, because that's when you're going to inspire that in other people that you might be dealing with, especially if you are dealing with more toxic or devil energies as part of the situation. And fulfillment, well, that's exactly what we were talking about with that Seven of Cups, is that you, by allowing this situation to come to a head, to allow that tower to fall, you are moving into a period of your life where you will receive a greater sense of emotional fulfillment. There'll be so many more opportunities, and you really will be able to fill up your cup and really head towards those 9 and 10 of Cups realities. Okay, Pisces, I'm going to leave it there. I hope you enjoyed the reading. Do keep in mind it is a general reading, so it won't be for every one of you guys. Feel free to leave me a comment. Always love to know how it's playing out in your daily life and if it resonates for you. And I'll see you back here next week for another reading.